on the telly for Aspinall, but he's had some strange games in the last couple of rounds, Nathan Aspinall, where he's put himself in a promising position, then seemed to collapse a little bit, and then managed to somehow fall over the line. In particular, that quarter-final match against Ian White was quite bizarre. He only managed to average 87 and change in that one.
100.
And he almost let Danny Noppert back into it in the last 16 match that was broadcast here on Stream 2.
123.
It's been quite the contrast for Cullen. Really has been Rolls-Royce stuff from him. 2 matches where he's need to
125.
Put his foot down and move through the gears. He's been able to do so. 110 average against Darryl Gurney to 41. Win that 6-5, and 103 against Gerwyn Price in the quarter-final to win by the same scoreline. Aspinall, though, wants tops and now tens to take the first leg here. Nice comfortable start for the Asp. The 8th meeting between the pair.
42.
Cullen has won the majority, but only has a marginal advantage, having won 4 of the previous 7.
125.
The most recent coming in the early part of last year. So no real recent meetings to go by.
95.
Nathan Aspinall certainly is a different animal to the player that Cullen would have played before 2019.
42.
Cullen has flirted with, shown in fits and starts really, what he's capable of. Hasn't quite managed to cross the line.
58.
Looking for more consistency. And maybe today can be the springboard that he needs.
134. 180.
A well-timed maximum from Aspinall. That's his 15th of the afternoon.
105.
Cullen unable to take out the 130, so a chance here for an early break. Is he going double-double? No, he stayed there.
80.
Backed himself, got a dart at double 8. Cullen has 2 darts at the same target, and he finds a sweet spot. Level up at 1 apiece. There'll be a good
58.
Pace of play in this match. Quite similar rhythms.
58. 137. 134. 59. 59.
Joe Cullen's day began with a victory over Harry Leitinger, 6-2, before seeing off Conan Whitehead 6-3. Then that 6-5 win I mentioned when he averaged 109.5 against Gurney.
100.
Whitewashing Ricky Evans and then edging out Gerwyn Price in the quarterfinals. Seeing off the world
95.
number 3. Now he's looking to add the world number 6 to his list of scalps. Another there.
114.
Can't find the double 18. To steal the leg away from Aspinall.
Wow.
You may have heard the wow in response to that dart. But
Game shot.
What a recovery there from Nathan Aspinall. Did the right thing, just stopped himself, reset, didn't rush, didn't
96.
let it affect him. That was a good defence of his throw there. Especially after Cullen had
140.
threatened to take out a big finish just before it.
$96. $57. $95. $134.
This is a very familiar
96.
finishing prospect for Nathan Aspinall, the one that won him the UK Open last year.
105.
Cullen might have to produce a ton plus out. Well, interesting choice.
93.
Felt the bed was covered for the treble 20, so backed himself at the bullseye. But it's 2 at tops for Aspinall. That becomes 1 at double 10.
Game shot.
And he takes it to get the first breaker throw of this semi-final. Aspinall, the world number 6, who
60.
kicked off today's march to the last 4 with a win against James Wilson. 6-5 that was. He then beat Mike
77.
DeDecker, his best performance of the day, averaged 103 in that one. Before wins against Jesus Nogueira and then close encounters that should have been
180.
more comfortable perhaps for Nathan against Danny Nuppert and Ian White. He looks a bit more settled in this
99.
one than he seemed to be in either of those two.
$46.
And that in itself is impressive, to manage to address your temperament in that way. Just looked
86.
a bit agitated, a little bit distracted at times in the last couple of matches, but really does seem to have his game face on here.
100.
Fully focused. That perfect mix of relaxation and
180.
concentration. Joe Cullen, one of the most relaxed throws in the world, and it looks special when it pays off like it just did there. Giving him a chance, that
91.
maximum, his 12th of the day, to immediately cancel out that break of throw. Double 10.
Game shot.
Nicely done. No one's going to win this match easily, that's for sure. Both players have the quality. They also have the grit and determination.
140.
2 lads from the north of England. Going by a third in the other
177.
semi-final. Stephen Bunting having a very welcome run on this Sunday afternoon.
139.
Which one of this pair will extend their run? Down to the tournament decider. It was Peter Wright
57.
who took the title on day 1. This leg.
Game shot.
It hadn't flustered the rock star. 3 apiece in this race to 7.
60.
Damon Heta is 4-0 up against Stephen Bunting in the other semi-final.
59. 60. 95. 140.
Two of Nathan Aspinall's 5 PDC titles have come this year.
81.
He had a third in 2020.
83.
He certainly is one of the top players in world darts right now.
134.
He works hard for everything that he gets. Remains humble, but also aggressive when he needs to be. Really a big fan of his attitude.
62 scored. 96 left.
Just doing the right thing here by checking the score with the match official Andrew Davies.
82.
Cullen looking for a champagne shot. Another. Oh, that would have
92.
been a beautiful picture had the second dart joined the first in the bullseye. Instead, he has to hope that Aspinall does not hit double top.
36.
He hasn't. If Cullen can hit it himself, he will take control of this tie. Or double 10.
20.
Well, a cluster of missed darts, 3 of them. Cullen's just had to
shot.
break. Aspinall edges ahead again. A missed opportunity for Cullen.
140.
Good response. Not letting his head drop. Perfect first dart, that is. Now he's switching
139.
downstairs.
$60. 120. 125. 62.
For those of you who are joining us late in the day, it was Damon Heta who beat
83.
Michael van Gerwen in the second round. Heta now 4-1 up against Stephen Bunting in the semi-final. Aspinall needs to stay out of the way of those.
140.
Yeah, never intended to cause himself any potential bother there. Great dart from Cullen.
Game shot.
Excellent finish from Joe Cullen. Van Gerwen beaten by Heta. Peter Wright was beaten by Simon Whitlock, who in turn was beaten by Stephen Bunting.
180.
Well, Aspinall currently has the favourite tag, but Joe Cullen is not going to let
60.
him run away here. Has kept within touching distance all the way through so far. When Aspinall broke in the fourth leg, Cullen broke straight back.
140.
We'll have a job to do anything similar here.
98.
5 darts into a potentially perfect leg there, the Asp. Magnetic stuff.
123. 96.
Double top then to move ahead again.
Game shot.
Cullen hasn't led in this match, did miss 3 darts to do so.
140.
Stephen Bunting has pulled 2 legs back now against Damon Heta.
96.
is not going to be a march to the final for the Australian.
83.
4-2 to the heats.
58. 41.
That's a slip from Cullen. Is he far enough ahead for it not to matter?
140.
Well, now he's not ahead. He has to try and put it right.
100.
This could be turning into a crucial leg here.
100.
Aspinall smelling blood. Which way is Cullen going? I imagine it would have been treble 16, double
59.
16, and he found the 57. Does he get the sense that Cullen has to hit here? And I think he gets a sense of that as well. And it's going to have to be 25 on the ball. Well, look at the way it's landed. Look at the way it's landed. Can he find a way past that without disturbing it in a way that knocks it out? Good attempt.
53.
Not sure if he thought he had thrown it perfectly there, Joe Cullen, and thought it was in. Big moment.
Game shot.
And Nathan Aspinall is up to it. Joe Cullen cursing his luck there with the way that dart landed, just eclipsing the bullseye, making that shot extremely difficult. Had a good attempt at it, Joe Cullen, but Aspinall now puts himself in the position
60.
of throwing for a place in the final. Switching here, Joe Cullen. What a response that is. Incredible resolve being shown here by the rock star.
134. 180.
Well, this is amazing. This is amazing from Joe Cullen. The disappointment of having lost that last leg in the manner he did.
140.
It's been banished immediately by setting up a 9-dart chance. Just the wrong side of the wire. Well, the only thing that would hurt Joe Cullen
42.
more than missing the bull in the last leg would be seeing Aspinall hit it at the end of a 1-6-7 combination to win the match. Is it going to happen?
139.
One more chance for Cullen to stay alive. Great dart. Double 16.
Game shot.
And Nathan Aspinall showing his respect, and rightly so as well. That was an excellent leg of darts, all things considered, from Joe Cullen. He'll now throw to force a decider, and I for one think this match deserves it.
100.
Heta leads Bunting 5-3 over on stream 1.
57.
Cullen doing his level best to take this all the way. I think he deserves it. Produced some excellent stuff over the course of the afternoon, Joe Cullen.
140.
Will be a welcome
56.
run after a second round defeat at the hands of Scott Waits yesterday. The first time that he's been to the quarter-final since Players
96.
Championship 3. Way back at the start of the year.
100.
He's left himself in a good position here. Only really a 140 could hurt him, and that's not going to happen.
60.
Cullen might feel like he's got 6 darts from here, but he'd rather clean it up in 3.
Game shot.
And he's done just that. Excellent stuff. 102 followed by 105 to force a decider. True Yorkshire grit shown by the man
100.
from Bradford. When he gets it right, Joe Cullen, it is wonderful to watch.
100. 96.
Aspinall has the darts in the decider.
134.
First 2 treble visits goes the way of Cullen. Becoming very well poised, this effective sudden death shootout.
140.
140 leaves 165.
88.
No finish for either player after 9 darts. What finish will Aspinall be on after this?
57.
Well, he would have hoped for a smaller one, and Cullen has the chance here to pile on the pressure.
99.
108 then to win. Couldn't find a way past. And Joe Cullen has a big moment coming up here
92.
as he looks to reach his first final in a year. Oh, that is difficult. Can't bail himself out. And he can't believe what he's done there.
40.
Missing the big number at the crucial point when everything he's done in the last few legs has been almost perfect. Cullen makes that mistake at that time,
8 scored.
but he's not made to pay. Speaking of mistakes, maybe Nathan Aspinall should have moved back to his starting position on the hockey there. Double top.
Game shot.
And Joe Cullen
Joe
gets
Cullen.
the job done in the end. You can see the anger of Aspinall. Both players missed opportunities, but Cullen in the end gets over the line, and you have to give him credit for those last 3